Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today I would like to talk about the modal interchange, which is one of the best and interesting, for me, way to spice up our chord progression. To do that, I will analyze the video that is going on the back, coming from Ernesto Marciante, which is a great jazz singer, and he has a deep knowledge of harmony. For me, is one of the reference today. The goal of this video is not to teach something to anyone, but I show you the way I learn from the content that I find on the web, and it should be very interesting for all of us. So first of all, take a cup of coffee, let's take a look to the video together, and then we will talk about.
Signori, ecco a voi l'interscambio modale.
Before going into details, it's good to have some information about how modal interchange works. First of all, modal interchange is a way to borrow chords from parallel mode of your original key. It's the case to understand which is a parallel mode or which is a relative mode. A relative mode is a mode that shares the same notes of your original key, except from the tonic. For example, if you have a C major scale, the tonic is C. Relative mode, or the relative key, is A minor, a natural minor key, which share the same notes except for the tonic. The tonic is A. A parallel mode is, or a parallel key, is a key that share the same tonic of your original key but have some different notes. For example, C major scale and C natural minor scale. Both have C as a tonic, but in the minor mode you have three different notes. Another thing to take into account is that when we use modal interchange, we are not talking about functional harmony. Each and every chord have its own story and tell different things without a specific function. The last information we have to take into account is that it is good to avoid any kind of dominant chord, because the dominant chord gives to the listener the information that something is going to be resolved, typically to the first degree of the scale. So try to avoid the cadence 5-1. Okay, let's start and go through chord by chord. Remember to take a look also to the melody, because it's important to know better the mode is used, but Ernesto give us all indication to understand. Let's go with the first session. I want to use the piano. I'm a guitar player, but when I study I try to use the piano because it's good way to understand better the notes immediately, and that's it. I use the piano, but I'm not a piano player. Okay, so this first section is in C major, so the chord is C major and the melody goes like this. Before to change, so it uses all the notes of C major scale, C, D, E, F, and G, this case. The second chord is a D minor, 7 flat 5. In C minor, it means that this chord, this D half diminished, is the second degree of the C minor scale.
and he used
this note for the melody, implying A flat and the B flat, that belonging of course to the C minor. In this section he goes again to C major, using the chord C major with the E on the bass. It means first inversion of C major, and use again the melody coming from the C major scale. In this section the chord is an F minor 6, which is F minor with the 6, coming from C minor scale, C minor key, and in fact the melody uses the C flat, the E flat, again to the C major scale with the C major chord in second inversion, G on the bass, using the C major notes for the melody. The next section is coming from the C minor, using the A flat major 7, which is the minor 6 degree of C minor scale, and in fact he uses A flat, B flat, chord is this, A minor, A major 7, okay. In this section the chord is coming from C major again, and the chord is A minor 9, but now indication coming up, Dorian mood. In fact, if you listen to the melody, Ernesto uses the F sharp, and the F sharp over A minor is a major 6. In fact, the mood is Dorian. In this section, again coming from the C minor scale, the B flat 9, which is in this case dominant, but it's a major dominant with a 9. With the 9 it doesn't sound as much as a dominant in this case, and he say Lydian dominant mood. Why? Because over B flat you have a E, which is the sharp 4, so it sounds Lydian dominant because you have a dominant chord, and as a melody you use the E. The last section uses C major 7 from C major key, but he says Lydian mood because he uses the F sharp. Something like that, but the chord is a C major 7 coming from the C major scale, but with Lydian mood. Okay, now let's do a brief recap of the chords. We have C major, D minor 7 flat 5, C/E, okay, F minor 6, C/G, A flat major 7, okay, A minor 9, B flat 9, and C major again, 7. Okay, I noticed that he uses 2 inversion of C major chord in the 3rd and in the 5th chord. I think that is a good way to use inversion, because basically he creates an ascending progression of the bass line starting from C to then another C. In fact, we have the bass line is C, D, E, F, G, A flat, A, B flat, and C. Okay guys, there is just a little extension we could recognize after this analysis, especially if you take an example over A minor 9. He says Dorian mood because he's using the F sharp as the 6th of A Dorian. But we can say that if A Dorian scale is a relative scale of C Lydian, so we can say that we are coming from C minor natural to C Lydian. It means that in the modal interchange we can use whatever mode and not only the major, natural major, and natural minor modes. Okay, there are 2 points of view. Using the chords from major and minor, and then add some flavor like Dorian or like Lydian dominant in the case of this progression. Or we can decide to see the situation as we can use C minor, for example, natural, and borrow the chords from whatever C mode we want. Okay, I hope this video has been useful for you. For me, it has been for sure. This analysis was interesting, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want, and follow Ernesto, and thank you very much.